ABC News 4's Bill Burr joins us right now. He has much more from the island. Bill?
Victoria, the road to Folly Beach is finally reopened, but only for people who live there. Well, take a look behind me here. Just like they did before the storm, public safety officers are checking driver's licenses and proof of residency. No visitors are allowed. Tonight, Folly is slowly returning to normal as the cleanup begins. The signs of a super strong storm could be seen, heard, and felt in the pre-dawn hours of Saturday. After an overnight lashing of wicked winds and torrential rain, Folly Beach was battered. By daybreak, Hurricane Matthew had left his mark, with nature's landscaping littering the streets.
Good Lord's doing his pruning. That's all I can say.
A large tree toppled onto a truck near Charles Holliday's house. He rode out the storm and woke up to see the debris.
It was pretty easy, but I knew some trees were going to come down and that sort of thing, and I'm here to help my neighbor.
Several inches of rain flooded numerous neighborhood streets. For many, it was a memorable event.
A lot of wind, a lot of rain. Our electric went out about 12:30 last night. We do have generators, can't get them running. It's been a crazy night.
Nikki Anderson and her husband say Hurricane Matthew is the second big storm in a year to affect them.
We've literally been in here 1 week since last
7 days we've been in the house since we fixed it from last year's horrific flood.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you didn't evacuate or anything?
No, we didn't.
And now Matthew is added to the list of hurricanes Folly Beach won't forget. Public safety officials say there are no reports of structural damage in the city. At this point, they aren't sure when visitors and tourists will be allowed back on the island. For now, though, the streets need to be swept and the power has to be restored. Working for you on Folly Beach, Bill Burr, ABC News 4.
A little bit of sweat.
You make quick work of that.
And not a whole lot of time. Charlton SC knows it means freedom for one little girl.
Family's daughter has been in a wheelchair and has been out of school because of that. So obviously we've been building a ramp today. So it's kind of a real meaningful impact that a few hours that we're spending out here can have for her and her family, and happy to be out here helping.
Joe, how many deck screws do you want?
It's 22 hands and 11 hearts. Kristen Trincoso houses one.
I am helping a girl who's not able to go to school because she can't get down the stairs in her wheelchair.
They haven't caught a glimpse of the girl who lives inside, but they know all this work,
Well, rain boot's kind of rough too.
could change her life.
That is an awesome feeling to be able to give her that opportunity to go to school as a result of what we're doing today.
It's 1 foot of ramp for every inch this house stands above the ground. At 82 inches, it's the longest ramp they've ever built.
In this case, the house is 82 inches above the ground. Ramp has to be 82 feet long.
Got it, Jeff.
A plan that builds on the kindness of some.
I hope that other people will see what has been done for someone in their community, and that maybe they'll be willing to step up and do something to lend a hand.
To bring this smile into the garden that surrounds her home. Laura Rollo, ABC News 4.
It's a fixture on the horizon, like a living postcard.
So it's hope. People coming in, they go, wow, there's hope, there's a light. I now know where to go.
The Morris Island Lighthouse shut down more than 50 years ago. It's now threatened by the tides that rise around its base.
So it's extremely dangerous to try to do that, to climb up in it. So I don't think the public will ever be able to go up inside of it.
140 years old, weathered and worn, cracked and corroded.
Okay, I got a big old line here. Big line.
It's quite an effort just to reach the keeper's door. Al Hitchcock is with the Save the Light organization.
Once you're inside, the biggest danger then is don't break a step.
203 steps wrap through darkness. Along the way, cast iron stairs snapped and broken, cracks from the 1886 earthquake.
We're reestablishing all of this that tells us if this crack begins to grow.
Save the Light board member Dennis Blythe says even though it's sitting on a newly restored foundation, the structure still leans.
Yeah, this is paint. This is paint.
Its walls vulnerable to more than just Mother Nature in time.
Vandals that would come in and try and take some of these, hinges and things of that nature.
But the bones remain, and a 360-degree view very few have seen.
Folly Beach to the south, the Port of Charleston to the north, and Sullivan's Island and Isle of Palms. It's gorgeous.
Once a powerful and trusted navigational tool,
deepest natural channel into Charleston lay just off us here, directly offshore.
manned by a lighthouse keeper and 2 assistants.
Here originally it was like lard oil, and they would carry 2 buckets of lard oil each up and replenish the light.
The lighthouse has been in the dark for decades.
You've got a solar panel charging it up and solar power just to keep it charged up. The batteries do the heavy lifting.
12-volt batteries, 10 LED lights will help bring this Charleston landmark back to life.
The lights will sequentially light up to make it appear as if you have a turning lighthouse.
A piece of the past, reinvented. History worth saving.
Good morning. If every dog has its day, it's this one. His tail has become legendary.
Hey, Hobbsy boy.
At least on the Barrier Island Eco Tours.
So I'm gonna go get the Hobbs.
Today he takes us back to where it all began.
Is everybody ready to go? Are you guys ready to go?
Right. We brought breakfast. We're gonna take a back road, stop at a place called the Shark Hole.
This is our first mate. This is Hobbs. He's gonna be going with us today.
Kelsey and Hobbs. Yes, named for the mischievous cartoon characters in Calvin and Hobbes.
This is the Atlantic bottlenose dolphin. So this is one of the creatures that we might get to see out here.
Like his namesake, Hobbs is always up to something. And Kelsey, she thought she'd seen it all.
So we put him out on the bow, and he starts barking. He's jumping up and down, and then all of a sudden, you see that dolphin crest breach the water. You see his eye, you see him watching, and then all of a sudden he just pops out of the water and starts swimming around on the bow of the, around the front of the bow of the boat.
For them to seek Hobbs out, it was pretty profound.
Hobbs knows bottlenose dolphins.
Would you like to hold one?
So while tourists learn about low-country life, oysters, shrimp, and crab,
Might make you say ouch or similar 4-letter word.
Hobbs stands watch until sounding his canine dolphin alarm.
We've got a dolphin. So Hobbs is saying good morning to his buddies.
Dogs, it turns out, have a heightened sense of hearing, picking up frequencies we cannot.
So if you think about it, dogs can hear those high-pitched clicks and whistles that these dolphins are producing. We are now in Capers Inlet. If you need a good example of how to have fun, just watch Hobbs.
Tourists take in the pristine Capers Island beauty, but Hobbs ignores the Boneyard Beach.
Where'd the dolphin, Hobbs?
Instead, he scours his dolphin playground.
It was actually like right here because he was out there. I'm yelling, I'm like, Hobbs, get back here!
This is where we first met Hobbs, from our family fishing boat, watching a pod of feeding dolphins. Then Hobbs jumped in.
So they are schooling the mullet and menhaden. Hobbs was just swimming straight for him. The dolphin weren't really interested in him. They were just kind of feeding. And then once he started getting tired, because the current was so strong, he started to turn around.
Do we get the boat, buddy?
And now the inlet story is just infamous. It is part of my speech.
Oh my gosh, look at the dog. Oh, the dolphin, look at him.
Kelsey says dolphins, like dogs, are extremely intelligent. And when their work is done, like Hobbs here, they take time to play.
What's down there?
Hobbs may never swim with dolphins again, but even dog-tired on the boat ride back, he finds them.
we do see the same pods repeatedly throughout the season.
I think they have this unspoken connection that we don't know about.
Just another dog day afternoon.
He's got the life. He's hanging with his master all day out on the boat.
As the dog days of summer come to a close.